What's up with it? Y'all know me, 600. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like rats, rat lovers. And when you putting that out there like that, people be trying to see what you got going on, right? So, um, y'all know I ain't never told no nigga, you know what I'm saying? Ever in my life, never made no statements. You know, I don't even catch cases like that to do no shit like that. But anyway, I made a video months ago talking about a case I got. I got caught with 2 pounds of marijuana and 10,000 cash, blah, 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 right? So they charged me initially with two charges. One charge for possession of marijuana, which was for 2 pounds, and they gave me a charge for possession of sales because they had 10,000, saying that you got this for selling weed, whatever, right? So they ask you, do you want to sign a waiver for the 10,000, and they want to keep the 10,000, and if they say if we sign this waiver, we keep this 10,000, we dropped your charge for possession for sales. Absolutely, you give a fuck about that shit, whatever. So now I got one charge, possessing marijuana in California. I got a weed license. That's nothing. Do what you do. Guilty. What we talking about? Nothing. Sign a waiver. Blah blah blah. Done with, right? This was 2011. So you got people, man, 600. He talking bad about my big homie. He saying the big homie's a rat, man. Let's dig up his shit. So they go digging up my shit, talking about I'm talking to my the police without a lawyer. I don't need no fucking lawyer to talk about no fucking weed case, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So then they get past that, right? 3-4 weeks later, which is now, they say, oh, the paperwork is sealed. 600, you got to explain why the paperwork is sealed. I ain't got to explain a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But since we own this motherfucker and people that I know reaching out to me because they seem like they got an education of a 5th grader, let's talk about it, feel me? So they asked me on Clubhouse, and I'm like, I don't know why I sealed shit. How you unseal it? I didn't get to be sealed. Ain't nothing to be sealed. It's a fucking weed case. You know what I'm saying? I pled guilty to. Then talking about, you took a plea like Gunna. He plead out. Of course I pled out, motherfucker. You either plead guilty or you take it to the box. I'm not going to trial for the fucking weed case, motherfucker, because I got a weed license for 2 pounds of weed. I'm going to plead guilty and get it out the way. What are you talking about? It's either or, right? So now, they on Clubhouse saying this, now they're saying it's sealed, right? No, it's sealed. Okay, well, listen, I don't know why it's sealed, right? So we done figured this shit out now. Because I'm like, I take road trips. That shit 3 hours away. It's in Blythe, California, halfway to Phoenix. And I'm like, I'll drive out there and get it to see what the fuck it is. Because, like, what is this shit, right? But all this is boiling down from, you know, motherfuckers who work for the police, motherfuckers who hang out with rats, hang out with sex offenders, and they trying to get that energy off of them for being known for harboring rats. And we can get into that too a little later. This nigga been harboring rats for years. This ain't the first two. We get back to that in a minute. So I'm like, before I drive 3 hours out my way, let me just see what type of laws they got, because they be having different type of laws and shit. And I'm like, oh, so I made a video this morning talking about the expungement program. Okay, I missed one part. And I'm like, okay, maybe my expungement program got rid of it because that's the whole purpose of it. You know, you expunge certain things, you know, wobbler felonies, you expunge them. And so the person who pulled that, there was the public, it wasn't law enforcement. So from the public eye, you can only pull what's available to pull. You know, if you still go to jail, they can still, the law enforcement can tell what you've been in jail for, but the public won't know. So this fool put and said it's sealed, it's sealed. All right. So I'm like, okay, that's from the expungement. I got my gun license, okay? Maybe they just expunge everything. Because when you do your, but in my mind I'm thinking like, I didn't even bring that up. Because when you do your expungement program, you give them the year, possibly a case number if you know it, what the charge was, and they work on that expungement to get your gun license, to get a job, to get an apartment, to get whatever, to get passports, like that, whatever you're doing it for, right? But you have to mention that case. I didn't mention that case. So I'm thinking in my mind like, why did it get sealed, right? So I'm like, before I take this trip, let me Google criminal cases automatically sealed. Okay, so I Google it. And this is what comes up. So I'm reading to you, it says criminal records relief, okay? Under the new law, which will go into effect in July 2023, okay, a few months ago, the arrest records and criminal convictions of people on or after January 1st, 2005, okay, I fit in both of those, will automatically be sealed as long as they have not been convicted of a new felony offense for 4 years following the completion of their sentence. I definitely fall under all of those. So that's what happened. So all you goofy motherfuckers who believe motherfuckers who work for the LAPD, who believe motherfuckers who hang out with Gunner, who believe motherfuckers who bring Gunner to Crenshaw High School like it's cool, who act like they steal street, who hang out with motherfuckers and believe motherfuckers who hang out with Cowboy, a registered sex offender, who invites a known snitch and a sex offender to Crenshaw High School to play in their game. So you motherfuckers who believe them motherfuckers, get your fucking phone out, since you all Googling everything, and Google criminal cases automatically sealed. Google criminal record relief. That'll pop up, buddy. So I won't be taking the 3-hour drive to go pull my case and see why my shit is sealed, okay? It's already on here. And it's all on this motherfucker. Curry Fuller Law. It's on everything, okay? CBS News, all that shit. So y'all go. So y'all got this done with now. Now, go back to the motherfuckers who work for the LAPD and tell them, let's talk about their paperwork. See y'all soon. Nigga Nate Bud.